listening to the Cosmic Celebrity Podcast, where spiritually gifted persons receive information and tips on awakening their consciousness to develop and integrate their abilities in their daily life through spiritual growth. Here's your host, Athena Lucene.
I harmonize in order to survive, modeling instinct. I seal the store of life force with the galactic tone of integrity. I am guided by the power of universal water. Welcome to episode 15 of the Cosmic Celebrity Podcast here at athenalucene.com. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about transforming your life through spiritual growth. And as you know, we're all on a journey and everything is spirituality. Spirituality is in everything. And the more you become stronger connected with your higher self and allow your life to evolve through spiritual growth, the more awarenesses will come to you about your six sensibilities and how to use them as life tools and how to be intuitively guided throughout your life when it comes to major life decisions or just regular, ordinary, day-to-day decisions. You'll also receive intuitive downloads and energy healing that will naturally realign you to your unique energy imprint, the aspect of you that is the spark of the divine, that is through your physical life expression, having a cosmic celebrity experience. And the more you connect with your higher self, the more you connect and allow your inner spirit to blossom within you and express throughout your life, the more you embody your cosmic celebrity. So spirituality is something that is very near and dear to me, to my heart. And I've shared with you so many times before how it's the one thing that just really lights me up. And, you know, I'm truly so passionate about it. I can talk about spirituality all day, every day. And I think I shared with you on another episode how I had a 15-hour conversation with a really good girlfriend of mine about spirituality, right? So spirituality is in everything. And the more you evolve in your consciousness and the more you awaken, you'll realize just how profound spirituality is in everything, every area of your life, every area of existence, right? And so spirituality is that connection between you and the creator, right? Through your soul, that integration that, you know, where you embody the nature of source energy, you embody the nature of true alignment with authentic truth, right? The energy of love and joy and passion and happiness and creativity and spontaneity and, you know, just all those blissful higher frequency vibrations. And the more you evolve, the more your soul evolves and you continually grow within your journey and allow it to evolve, the more you realize that or recognize spirituality or the presence of consciousness all throughout your life. And you start to understand that these intuitive downloads that you're getting and these intuitive hits that you're getting, it's meant to be guiding you in your life, right? And then you start realizing more and more spiritual insights that's going to give you the navigational information so that you can radically change whatever it is that you're seeking to change within your life, whether it's, you know, a relationship, you know, leaving a marriage or a significant other, you know, who you've been in a relationship with for a long time that you know you've outgrown, that you know no longer serves you, right? That's easier said than done. We know intellectually if a relationship doesn't nourish you, that you should basically make some changes in your life so that you can be more supported and allow your life to be more fulfilling. So it's one thing to know something intellectually, but it's a completely different thing to know something emotionally, right? And so through spirituality and through spiritual growth, you foster the courage to dare to align more with source energy for a more fulfilling and happy life. And sometimes that's easier said than done when your emotional body, the emotional aspect of you has not caught up with that reality, right? That higher conscious, superconscious mind and existence and being, where you know that you are more than supported and have abundant support and everything that you need all around you so that you can make the changes, so that you can, feel fearless about your future and the changes that are needing to be made so that you can have that happier, ever-ending, ever-after outcome that you're seeking. But you first have to foster the courage, and it is through spirituality, your commitment through spirituality, where the courage is going to be fostered so that you allow yourself to be guided, so that you can allow yourself to perceive the spiritual insights, perceive the aha moments, perceive the awakenings where you just know intuitively what you need to do, how you need to do it. And sometimes making radical changes and transformation in your life takes years. Sometimes one simple change takes years, and that's okay. There's no judgment on how long it takes. The question is, do you have the courage? Do you have the intestinal fortitude? Do you have the spiritual foresight to honor and own the changes that your soul is calling for you to make in order so that you can step more powerfully in alignment with your true destiny, your true purpose, your deservedness of happiness and bliss and abundance. So spirituality is the key. And the more you develop your spirituality and your conscious awareness of the presence of the all that is all around you, that is everywhere and nowhere, that is infinite, infinite in every way, infinite knowledge, infinite intelligence, just all around you, just all ever expanding, ever growing, ever journeying and progressing, and just always seeking for calling us to rise to the challenge to be in alignment with this source energy and source divine essence. And how can you be aligned with source essence and divine essence if you are not honoring yourself, if you're not honoring your truth, if you're not integrated with your higher self, if you are not open and willing to take the practical spiritual steps at the start of your day so that you can be powerfully aligned, so that you know what changes you need to make, and then also have the courage to actually make them. Knowing what you need to do is one thing. Having the courage to actually do what you need to do, that, my friends, that's where the true spiritual fortitude comes from. That's how you be a spiritual champion, when even though you may feel doubt or fear or lower vibrational emotions around some of the changes you need to make, you take those steps anyway. And as you take the steps, you come to the realized truth that there's nothing to fear because you are supported, you are guided. And when you feel fear, it's an aspect of not trusting yourself. It's an aspect of not trusting what you feel, that gut feeling, that sense of, well, I should be doing this, but I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do something else, right? That's a sense of a emotional feedback loop that is not serving you. It's something that you're doing automatically based on some type of limiting belief or some type of belief that's not serving the cause or serving what it is that you're looking to create. And that has not been dissolved as yet. And so spirituality is the consistent and the continual application of the principles, practices, changes, and shifts that are needing to be made. And it's the ultimate level of maturity, when you can really become present and one with yourself and be present and pay attention to the way others show up to you. How do other persons react to you? How do they respond to you? How is your universe? How is your reality? Is it pleasing? Is it harmonious? Is it loving, full of love and creativity and joy? So I promise you, the key is when things are not going the way you want them to go, and when you feel that your life or an aspect of your life is not fulfilling or not happy, I promise you there's inner work that's there to be done that you're avoiding. And there's no fooling the universe, energy and like attracts like. And once you are attracting a certain experience to you, if it's unpleasant, there's an aspect within yourself that is not in harmony with higher divine truth. And so Do you have the courage to basically be honest with yourself and be accountable and accept responsibility for everything that is manifesting in your life? If there's something that is going the way you want it to go, good. Keep doing what you've been doing, because you've been holding a steady dominant vibration that is supporting the attraction and the continual magnetism of that thing that is pleasing to you. But I'm challenging you to dig a little deeper. You got to dig a little deeper and expand your horizon a little bit more and challenge yourself a little bit more and rise to the occasion and look where you haven't had the courage to look before. Where have you been scared to look and see truth, see spiritual truth in your life? Do you have clutter in your home? That represents old energy that is needing to be dissolved so that you can embrace a new reality of more preferred things, loving relationships, fulfilling careers, just happy, blissful moments, positive interactions with persons, no matter where you go, literally being in harmony with your entire reality. But you first have to do the spiritual work. You have to do the inner work. You have to tell the truth. You have to recognize your patterns and tell them and speak to them and tell the truth to yourself of what they are. You have to get in this inner game practice where you're constantly harmonizing and you're constantly being open and receptive to receive the information that you need so that you know what you need to do and so that you can be supported in doing it. And bit by bit, more by more, as you do it, then the reality that is happy and pleasing and that is preferred by you is actually manifesting and continually manifesting. You start feeling lighthearted. You start feeling happier more consistently. You start feeling just at one. You just start feeling like this sense of euphoric bliss because you are more and more in harmony with yourself. If there is things in your life that is manifested, if there's dis-ease in your body, if your life is not as fulfilling as you'd like it to be, if you feel a sense of lacking adventure and fun and happiness and just that sense of exhilaration and looking forward to more and more and more, if you're lacking that, it's because there's a part of you that is blocked or feel as if, well, life is basically your best years has already passed and life is just succumb to this mundane sense of just living in a third dimensional construct in the box the way that you're programmed, to live your life, when your spirit knows that there's so much more. There's so much more if you're just willing to dig deeper through spiritual growth, your spiritual commitment. You don't have to know all the steps you need to take. You don't have to know all the areas or even transform all the areas of your life right away. All you need to do is stay open and willing to know the truth, willing to recognize the truth, sense the truth, hear the truth, right? See the truth, feel the truth, and take the steps of the inspiration that is coming to you. That is where the adventure, the true adventure in life is all about. And the sense of appreciation of all the spiritual insights that's coming to you, all the aha moments. Literally, it's just you and you in your reality. Right? It's you and you. It's you and your soul. You, your soul, and the creator. And you're on a blissful journey. And your spiritual gifts are such beautiful, magnificent tools that assists you, that keeps you in the magical, supernatural flow. But you've got to develop them. And as you develop them, you use them. It will come to you more intuitively how to use them so that you can recognize and perceive divine truth from higher mind, so that you are just always in the knowing. You're meant to be in the knowing. Your spiritual gifts help you to be in the knowing of what it is you need to transform, how you need to transform it, how you can literally just radically change your reality, because you are co-creating your reality. You are always co-creating your reality. You are the creator of your reality. You have been gifted with divine free will, right? Freedom of choice of what divine experiences are meaningful to you to have. And so in doing that and in acknowledging that, there's change that's going to need to be made. There's alignments that's needing to be done. There's inner work that's going to be needing to be done, right? And the more and more you foster the courage to cultivate a new awareness, a new shift in the paradigm of your thinking, the more you open up to consciousness, divine flow, divine intuition, the more happier your life will become, the more pleasing, the more contented you'll become, the more peace of mind, the more sense of all rightness, even in your aloneness. And this is going to be very powerful if you're at a place where you are literally transforming the area of the relationships in your life, where you are examining, does these relationships nourish the divinity within you? Does these relationships, do they serve you? Pay attention. You've got to pay attention to your spiritual life, because there's a lot of information that's always coming to you. And if you pay attention to the information, you will always be guided on what decisions and what your next steps are and what it is that you need to be doing, where you need to be. And a lot of this gets very repetitive at times because really a lot of the concepts, the spiritual concepts, are really fundamental at its core. You've got to be present with your life. You've got to start doing spiritual practices at the start of your day, even at the end of the day, because you have to clean your energy at the end of the day before you go into your night rest, right? So that, you can start doing your dream work and so that you can see clearly into the spiritual realm as your physical body rests. So I encourage you to stay committed to your spiritual growth, stay committed to the transformations and the changes that you are needing and inspired to make, so that you can actually welcome the new reality that your soul is always calling for as it's aligned with source energy, right? So you have to continually do the inner work so that your physical body, so that your physical experience here on the planet is as closely in alignment with your soul essence and the essence of source energy, so that you can experience the fulfillment and the bliss and the happiness that you're meant to have. So take one step at a time, even if it's just to ask powerful questions such as, what do I need to know? What do I need to know today? What do I need to know about my abilities? Start asking questions. How can I elevate my spirituality and ascend my consciousness more? How can I be the energy of more love? How can my quote unquote problems always be presented with simultaneous solutions? How can I be a blessing to all around me? How can I just be an astute embodiment of a truly spiritually aligned person who is in integrity and who is just always looking to be a blessing to others, always looking to allow yourself to receive as well as to give and receive, just being in this harmonic flow with life and your environments and everything, the planet, just everything, just get into that realm of universal oneness, right? This is how you're going to perceive the bliss that you're meant to have. But if you're too busy, quote unquote, busy throughout your days, where quote unquote days, as in DAZE, like you're in a daze because of the busyness of the days, the DAYS, well, all those things are distracting you from your fundamental essence and way that you're meant to be in your life, in that intuitive flow. So pay attention in your life, start using different words like your day is full instead of your day is busy. Because when your day is full, you can open up to be present even in the fullness of your day. So I'm challenging you to start being more consciously and spiritually present in your life so that you can recognize the transformations and the changes that are needing to be made so that you can end your own suffering, so that you can end your own emotional bondage, because you're not meant to be here to suffer. But you hold the key to your emotional freedom. You hold the key. And the idea is to end the sense of autopilot, right? Get off autopilot mode. Start thinking more about the things you're doing and why you're doing them, the places you're going, why you're going there, and start getting in touch intuitively to sense, right? The right action for you, to sense the solutions for you, to sense the intuitive hits that is guiding you, that is meant to be spiritual life tools for you so that you can be happier in your life, happier with your decisions, experience more peace of mind or a sense of well-being in times of uncertainty, right? But you can still sense a sense of everything is unfolding perfectly and everything is always working out for you. But you've got to get in a state of mind where you are intuitively connected with your higher self. So I challenge you to, through spirituality, transform your life, become more happier, become less dependent on the validation and the approval of others, and just start blissfully living your life. I mean, this was so profound for me. This was so profound for me when I realized that, you know what, even though there are persons, I spent a lot of years in my life, just trying to be seen and accepted and approved of by other people. And sometimes I was, and sometimes I wasn't. And it was just like this emotional, turbulent roller coaster ride. And it was like maddening, and then I just got to a point where I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to be me, accept my abilities, and live the fullness of my life that I know that I deserve to have. And I'm just not going to worry about who's not aligned with me, who agrees with me, who doesn't agree with me. You got to get to that point. And through your spiritual growth and your conscious evolution, you will get to that point where you just don't care anymore. Like, you're open and receptive to constructive criticism. You're open to hear the opinions of other persons, and you're open to understand another person's perspective. But ultimately, you're very grounded in your own perspective, in your own perception of life. That is spiritual power. That is true spiritual growth, spiritual power. And that is the embodiment of a spiritual champion, when you're just so grounded in the sense of who you are and the self-love and appreciation for your gifts and all the vitality and the guidance and the happiness and the positive manifestations that they bring to your life. But you got to allow that for yourself. You got to open up step by step, even if it's just taking baby steps, even if it's just by asking a simple question such as, how can I am more aware. Just saying those little statements throughout your day. I am aware. I am aware. And intuitively, you will sense more to be aware of. You will sense more of what you are aware of simply by stating, I am aware. I am aware. And your willingness to become more presently connected with consciousness, divine consciousness, and just more awakened in vitality and aliveness, right? It's like that secret energetic magnetism sauce. It's like when you're just so powerfully connected and you're just so unapologetically you, and you're just so focused on the changes and your vision for your life, that's really powerful. You got to be aware of the distractions that is always presenting itself to you, so that the universe, it's like if you're setting an intentions to create something new that is more harmonious and more aligned with your new level of consciousness, right? And the things that you're asking for, right? The universe wants to see how serious you are about that. The universe is happy to co-create it with you and rendezvous with you and just happily manifest that with you, collaboratively with you. But the universe wants to see how serious you are about dissolving the aspects of yourself that's no longer serving that higher mind, newly defined desire that you're now asking for and that you're now wanting and craving for, because you're meant to have the freshness of the new awakened alignment with the newly evolved energy, right? Because Source is always evolving, right? Source is always expanding. And the more we can align ourselves with Source energy, the more we will get the insights about what the new expanded reality now looks like. What does the new version looks like, right? But it's only through spirituality and spiritual growth and your divine connection that you are going to come to the realization of all those intuitive information and insights. So get focused and stop being distracted. Discern, get strong in your discernment about what's distracting you, and stay focused on creating and transforming your life into something so blissful and meaningful that it just brings you so much joy just to even think about it. just the excitement of how the momentum just flows so quickly. And you were thinking that you wanted one thing and, an aspect of transformation in your life. And before you know it, it's happening. The universe and the energies and the cosmos and just everything responds so lovingly to what it is that you're desiring, and it happens so quickly. And it's like, well, just last week you were just saying that you wanted something, and this week all the energies are coming and flowing together, and you're seeing it actually manifesting way quicker and way sooner than you even expected or imagined that it could. That's the magical bliss. That's a supernatural flow that life is made of. That's the truth. That's divine truth, right? And anything else that is not congruent with that, that's an illusion. It's an illusion that change has to take a long time, and that your manifestations of your desires must take a long time. That's not true. It all depends on you and how quickly you can align with and get in harmony, and an inner harmony with yourself about this divine desire that you're wanting, that your life has called you to desire, right? Because you're done with the suffering. You're done with being your own enemy. You're done with the vibrational incongruencies, right? And through spiritual growth, you come to the realization of the clarity of what it is that you're truly desiring and the steps in transforming your life and creating it. So pay attention. Pay attention to your spiritual growth. Pay attention to your life. Pay attention to how others show up in your reality, right? Take notes, take mental notes, get present with yourself, get in this rendezvous with yourself, get in this loving flow, this loving, intuitive, effortless ease and flow of life. I promise you, like a stream, it's meant to be effortless. Stop efforting. When you effort and force things and try to just make it happen instead of just being in an intuitive flow and allowing it to happen, there's a profound difference. It's a huge difference. I promise you, when you get in that energy of ease and flow and oneness and cooperation and harmony and just balance and just a sense of just one evolution after the other and just a flow and the sequence and just positive patterns, high vibrational patterns. And, you kind of just allow the universe just to orchestrate and just do what it does. And all you need to do is stay in this energy of just openness and receptivity and love and passion and just appreciation for yourself and your talents and the beautiful person that you are, like all aspects of yourself. And, when you get in that flow, you're going to be so unstoppable. Really, you're the only one that's stopping you right now from truly having the life on all levels that your soul is craving to express, right? The satisfaction, the savoring experiences. You're the one that's getting in your way. So through spirituality, you can become clear on what you need to stop doing or what you need to dissolve and what you need to embrace and open up to receive more. I am Athena Lucene, and I am a galactic beacon of expanded love and light consciousness. I came to the third dimensional construct as a beacon of love and light consciousness, here to support you on your spiritual evolution and journey back to the universal galactic oneness. It's my absolute joy to support you. If you feel there's someone that can be supported and can be inspired by this episode, please share it in the spirit of love. I look forward to receiving your comments and responding. And for more gifts on overcoming the challenges of the life of a spiritually gifted person, go to athenalucene.com, scroll down under Take the First Steps to Clarity and Emotional Freedom, click the phrase or the phrases that resonates with you the most, and receive a very special free video training that I prepared to support you, in support of you. And once again, it's my absolute joy, and I am so pleased and honored to support you on your spiritual journey. That's it for now. Take care, be well, be present in your life, abundant blessings and blissful moments.